What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one that never knows best, and today I'm bringing you some more Dragon Ball FighterZ and continue on with coverage of my recent City of Mayhem tournament run. In the last video, we yet again lost to Obelisk, the tormentor he quite is at this point. He's in fact just my demon, it would seem. And we got sent down to the loser bracket, and where we faced off against, I believe his name was Dio, the really good Videl player. And I say really good. I mean, we ended up taking the set 2-0, but man, he had some really sick Videl combos, and it inspired me actually to want to pick up the character and practice a bit more with her. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like I don't always perform as consistently as I would like to, is because I'm always swapping around between characters and stuff. But it is what it is. That being said, after taking him on and beating him 2-0, we went on to fight Neojudai. Now, Neojudai is a pretty formidable opponent who you are probably familiar with if you're a regular viewer of NLBC or City of Mayhem. He's placed multiple top 8s. I don't know if he's ever actually won one of the events, but he's definitely one of the stronger players, and somebody that I don't think most people would have expected me to be able to beat. So you would think that this would end up being pretty free, but we actually got off to a decent start here. And he does play a team of UI, Goku, Hit, and Android 21. I think he used to play Hit, Yamcha, Goku Black, or something along those lines. I think I played him once in the past, and that was his team. Also, that's going to be a free punish for Bardock. That 5LL going to come in for the clutch, going to get this extension of the trunk assist. But yeah, you can see we've already popped his sparking, he's popped his sparking. We wasted it and burned it out, and we built up 5 bars here. Is it going to be enough to kill level 1 into the level 1 into level 3? It's just going to be close. But yeah, we're off to a very strong start, as I said before. That is the end of UI Goku, I believe. Oh, not quite, but the overhead shining slash, and he thought it was a Dragon Rush, and that's gonna be the end of UI Goku. So we're actually looking really strong here in game number 1. I don't actually remember who took out Neojudai in this tournament. Wow, barrier saved my. Well, to be fair, I think I was gonna whip anyway because of the 2M that I did, but the barrier definitely coming in clutch and stopping, hitting his tracks, jump out of the 2M, Dragon Rush, nice tech on the throw. But yeah, Neojudai, very strong player. Honestly, one of the better hit players that we have around. I don't think he's quite on the level of like a Raptor or an OB Assassin, in my opinion. He might disagree, or somebody might disagree. I know a lot of people are really big on Raptor, and you know what's funny? Speaking of hit players and Raptor, guys, I assure you, I've known about Raptor for like 3 years. I get people leaving me comments all the time about Raptor, like, bro, do you know about Raptor? Yo, you gotta check out Raptor. Yo, you should play Raptor. Da, 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 da. Guys, I know Raptor personally. I mean, not like we've met in real life, but like we follow each other's streams, we show up and support each other, we've played together. I don't think we ever did it on the channel though. He lives in Australia, so that's the issue. So like, we played once online for the meme on PC. It was terrible. It was like 10 frames of delay or something. Like it was not playable at all, but it was just funny. We were just joking around, just goofing off and stuff, and yeah, it was pretty funny. But I know who Raptor is. I'm well aware. I'm well aware. I get comments about him all the time whenever hits in the video, or I'm talking about him like, yo, you need to check out Raptor. I'm like, bro, I knew Raptor before you. But anyway, yeah, so I do think, while we're on the topic, if you were to ask me who I think is better between Raptor and OB Assassin, I'm gonna say OB Assassin. Look, Raptor, my boy, if somebody clips this and sends it to you, you have to be watching this video. You know I got nothing but respect for you. I would love to see that matchup. But if somebody puts a gun to my head, I'm gonna say OB Assassin might have it, but I think it would be a dope match, and I'd really love to see it. And it's one of those things that's one of those like matchups in DBFZ that, for those of you who are like really into the scene and like really know about the game, we've always wanted to see. There's a few more, right? But that's definitely one of the things that I've always wanted to see happen that we haven't actually been able to see happen. But maybe oh no, wait, didn't OB get invited to World Finals, but he can't go or something? Yeah, no, wait, I think OB Assassin actually is one of the players who got invited to like the event that's coming up next month, but he can't go because he has a prior engagement, unfortunately. I was gonna say there is a slim chance that we could eventually see Raptor versus OB Assassin offline, but that's just one of those things that we'll never get. You know what it reminds me of? You know what it actually reminds me of? How many of you guys are Naruto fans? I'm a big Naruto fan, as I'm sure a lot of you. Also, that crossup was OD. I'm a big Naruto fan, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware. You know what matchup we never got in Naruto that I'm still salty about to this day, that I always wanted to see, and I'm sure a lot of you guys always wanted to see? We never got to see Naruto, or not Naruto, we never got to see Sasuke fight Neji. You ever think about that? Like Sasuke, top of his class, and then you have like the sophomore class, I guess, let's just call it, with Neji, Lee, Tenten, and all those guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that was the two geniuses, you know, the Hyuga clan, Uchiha clan. That's like one of those matches we were always supposed to get, and it just never really panned out. And Neji, Anyway, so we took game number 1 over Neojudai. You see, he's actually got the momentum here going into game number 2. Gets the first solid hit, but doesn't really amount to a whole lot because it was a starter off the 214H. And actually drops a combo here, so I'm calling medium 17, jump in. Android 18's jump medium is such a great button. And the great part about it is that, like, after somebody gets hit with a couple of cross-ups, the same side ID starts hitting even more because they're starting to think that they have to block the cross-up. I popped the sparking there because I didn't want to have to deal with the assist pressure. And we find the hit, and that's actually going to be the end of UI Goku. Simple combo is going to be enough to take it here. So I'm just going to knock him down. Level 1, bring him in. I could have delayed that combo a tiny bit more and possibly got my Trunks assist back so that I could actually finish the combo nearly meterlessly or definitely with one less bar, but it's fine. I spend my sparking, but we get the kill. This is still relatively even, and the 236L into H. Very powerful round start from hit. And the Dragon Rush. The Trunks assist into Dragon Rush. That's a special of mine that's actually been working out really well. And I feel like it works better against higher level, like more intermediate level players because they're a bit more patient to the point where they won't mash, but they also like don't always necessarily react to it. You know what I'm saying? Like top level players would definitely tech that throw somehow. But the spike on the cross up, but it's fine. Cause he popped the sparking anyway. Oh, that clash worked out beautifully in my favor. I very rarely win those, but then I dropped the combo. That could have been a dead hit. Sparking might have kept him alive, but I would have built a lot of bar and done a lot of damage. That was a medium starter. But yeah, you can see some of these extensions that Neojudai is doing, or extensions that I don't usually go for myself because I just wasn't aware of them. But like one thing that he does right off of like EX kick, also the jump out of the Dragon Rush, that was so good. Lotus, good shit. That's gonna be an easy kill on hit. But like he'll do like a off of 236 LH or 236 HH, he will do as a 6M into 5LL, 2M, 5M, 5H, I think. I tried doing that myself. I couldn't really quite figure out the timing because when I would try to do the 5L and the 2L, it would just, the 2L would whip. I couldn't quite, I'm sure I could figure it out with some more practice, but yeah, I think that's the notation. I think that's the strings. Anyway, again, he gets caught by the Shining Slash, looking like it's going to be a Dragon Rush, or thinking it's going to be a Dragon Rush, and then I actually hit him with an EX Flip mix-up, and then that was really just truly a setup for another Dragon Rush that he actually was not able to tech that time. And yeah, we have all the momentum right now. This game's completely in our favor. I don't even have to be doing anything too risky or too dangerous, but yeah, I had the momentum, so I was kind of running with it. Oh, what a super dash. I must go. My people need me up and away, head ass. But yeah, we still have our full team alive. Android 18 back there is health kind of low, but the barrier assist is pretty powerful when used correctly. Very weak in some situations. 2L, 2M. Oh, I tried to do 2L, 2M there, I'm pretty sure, but my 2M just not came out. But 2L, 2M was like anti-reflect, so I wanted the 2L, 2M just in case he tried to reflect. Nice jumping, and then the cross up with the reset. There's going to be a re-jump. Oh, but he drops the re-jump! And the Shining Slash finally gets marked yet again. And I actually Z-change out into Bardock here because I wanted the Trunks assist behind me. Because I feel like the Trunks assist, even though this is a bad matchup for Bardock facing off against 21, I feel like with the Trunks assist behind me, it feels pretty good. Plus, he had more health, so I was like, yeah, screw it, why not? And I wanted the damage because I was like, okay, that's one less hit that I need in order to kill this character. That being said, you can see, playing some Uchiha, find the hit. I was not able to convert that with the super dash, and then he super dashes at me, and I thought the barrier was going to save me, but it did not. But it's going to be another re-jump combo from the dash up, I should say. Into a level 3, into a guest for character scenario. Now, you can see that his health is dangerously low. Now, he is going to recover a tiny bit of life on 21 with this level 3. You didn't know, Android 21 actually does recover a small amount of life. We blocked the cross-up, good stuff, good block on the mix. Surprised he didn't EX orb there, and I just mash. And the match is over, and he quit out immediately. I feel you. It'd be like that when it be like that. That was him being eliminated from the tournament, so he just closed the application, just turned it up his PS4, I'm sure. I was like, alright, well, I'm going to bed. Know that feeling, bro. Know that feeling. But yeah, that was definitely me mashing, challenging. But it was one of those scenarios where it's like, okay, if I'm right here, I win the game. If I'm wrong, I still have 2 more characters left. So I wasn't really that scared. It was like a calculated risk, you know what I'm saying? Like I weighed the options and I was like, this is probably worth the risk. And it was. It paid off. We took down Neojudai 2-0, and I proceeded on in the losers bracket to face off against an opponent who would be my opponent to qualify for the losers side top 8. So I'll be right back with that set. And would you just look at the bullshit we got going on here? Go figure, my next opponent is of course a Vegeta. Baby Vegeta player. At this point, it feels like this game is just designed to just be anti-Lotus. I just feel like ArcSys and half the player base are just all in on one big cruel joke. It's just a big fuck you to LotusAsakura at this point. I don't really know what it is, man, but I can't make this stuff up at this point. Why? You know what? I blame France. I blame France for this. Baby, not so much. I don't know why Baby's suddenly getting so popular. I don't know why I'm suddenly fighting all these Baby players, but when it comes to these fusion, okay, to be fair, fusions have always been popular. People have always loved Vegeta and Gogeta, and even before France, like, they were popping. But I feel like ever since that event in France, you know, where Nitro and Kill Sage and Hook and those guys went out there and fought, you know, Jilla, Wawa, Kane, Kaida and everybody, and people saw all of them running the fusion characters, I just feel like they've become that much more popular and prevalent and annoying, and man, you guys know Hikari? Even Hikari, he's playing the same team as Yasha now. He's playing, I don't remember the exact order, but Android 17 with Vegeta and Gogeta, and I definitely think that's influenced by Yasha. I don't think that's a matter of coincidence. I think that's actually just like, yeah, that shit look kind of strong and kind of fun. Yasha kind of sick with it. I'm gonna play that team. I definitely think that was part of it. And like, you even saw some of the other American players, like the top guys, like trying out characters. Matter of fact, I think right now, again, this is the France effect. I think right now, Hook Gang God is actually playing Gogeta, Piccolo, Janemba. I think that's his team right now. And that's some French. Well, granted, no one in France plays Piccolo, but the Gogeta and Janemba pick, that's definitely, he was like, hold up, France was kind of OD, these characters kind of crazy, Gogeta might be nastier than we thought, and I don't know a lot about Janemba, let me try him out. And he's like, wait, this kind of fun, these characters kind of strong, and he's playing them over like base Vegeta, like he was playing, or over Broly. Now I don't know if that's actually his main team right now, but every time I see a clip or his stream lately, like he's playing those characters. So, and actually, matter of fact, I think just last night he had a 1st-10 against Hikari. And yeah, Hikari was playing the 17 Gogeta Vegeta team, and Hook was playing Gogeta, Piccolo, Janemba. And Hook won, I believe. I don't remember the exact score, but Hook definitely won. But it's just, yeah, and also we're getting bodied in this match. I'm not even talking about the match at this point. It's like, there's nothing to say. I'm just getting washed by fusions and baby. It just is what it is. But that being said, yeah, man, it's like almost every player out there in France right now, all the top guys, they're playing fusions. And a couple of them are playing Janemba. But they're really big on Gogeta, Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I've always thought these characters, well, Gogeta Blue, not as much. Gogeta Blue definitely is a character who's gotten a lot stronger because of the buffs he's gotten. But like Vegeta, I've thought was strong for forever, and he's only getting stronger and stronger, which is making him more and more popular, which is worse and worse to me. And then like Baby, I've always thought was really strong. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I mentioned this time and time again in the past that I thought he was one of the best characters in the game at launch. I thought that we all thought that, but I guess no one else thought that until French thought that. So I don't know. It still blows my mind. I really thought when Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out, we just all agreed he was like top 10 at least. Like, I think you can make an argument that he's the best character in the game. I personally wouldn't pick him as #1, but like the argument is there to be had. And yeah, I don't know. That still blows my mind that people didn't think so. But anyway, you can see after getting washed here in game #1, I took a second to like kind of collect myself and think about things, and I ultimately decided that I wanted to swap teams. I don't always go for a team swap. In fact, I feel like I rarely go for the team swap, but as somebody who does have a decent amount of characters in my arsenal, from time to time I will swap out. Like I said, in NLBC, I did switch out 18 in favor of Hit to fight Obelisk. It didn't work out that much, but I was like, you know what, man, I got bodied this game. Let me just go ahead and try and swap out to Vegeta Trunks 21. Now, will it work out? I guess you have to stick around and find out. But yeah, Vegeta Trunks 21, I think this team is definitely a lot better, and I don't want to even say that it was a matter of my team holding me back. Like I said, I do think 18 is a really bad matchup for, or rather, Vegito and Baby do very well against 18. Like, those are bad matchups for 18. Gogeta is, I mean, I think Gogeta is a better character than her, but like, I don't feel as outclassed by him as I do against these other characters when I'm playing her. But yeah, with base Vegeta, Trunks, and 21, I'm like, okay, the neutral here is stronger, this team is more powerful, the mix is better, the damage is higher. Well, to be fair, the 18 power Trunks team does really great damage, actually. But yeah, you can see we're actually off to a strong start. We find the hit, get the knockdown, EX Rocket Kick, find this mark, boom, combo off the Android 21 assist. We're looking really good here. Take him to the corner. Yes, sir. Chase him, make him pop that sparking, and we have all the momentum here in game #2. I can't believe that 5-0 connected, but it's Vegeta, so yes, I can. And the raw tag there. I actually wanted an assist there, but it's fine. We take those. Reflect, block the baby assist, 5M to him, and I actually get clipped. Well, not clipped, I straight up just get hit, and it's going to be big damage that Trunks is going to take. And yeah, that's 50% of my bar of my health gone already. He goes for the command grab. I should have super dashed there for the punish, but it's fine. I just want Trunks out because his health is getting low. I bring in Android 18, super dash for the Vegito assist, find the command grab into the EX dive, dash jump for the full combo, and we've got 3 bars, so it's going to be another command grab into maintenance. Yep. So that might look like a rage quit, right? And at first, I wasn't really sure what to think when this happened. I was like, did he just like exit out at first I was like, maybe his game crashed, right? But as I'm thinking about it, I was like, what if though? What if by some chance he closed the application because he saw I had all the momentum and that I was getting into a very advantageous position, and he's like, oh my bad, my game crashed, whatever. And again, I wasn't jumping to any conclusions, but like my mind jumped all over the place when that happened. And then I see that we're both still in the lobby, so I was very confused about what happened. I was like, okay, did his game crash? No, that didn't happen. Did he quit out? No, because if he quit out, then he would still be standing there. So I was very perplexed. And long story short, after some time passed, we realized that the game went on maintenance. While I had the lead and the advantage, and I was about to knock him down to a level 3 with Android 20, which could have resulted in a dead character right there. Very likely would have resulted in a dead character right there, and me having a very strong upper hand. But I guess the world will never know how that was going to turn out because the game went on maintenance. So I'll be right back with the continuation of that set because, of course, as it's neither of our fault, and you know, you can't really say one way or the other how the match would have turned out, we have to start fresh from scratch with a brand new game. Score maintaining 1-0 in favor of him. And yeah, let's just see how that turned out. So, at first I did admittedly think about dropping out of the tournament because we had no clue how long this unexpected maintenance was going to last, but I decided to actually stay in, and surprisingly enough, it only ended up taking maybe 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes tops, and we got off to a strong start again. I found the hit, but I unfortunately dropped the combo, but you can see I stuck with my team of Vegeta, Trunks, and Android 21, and of course he's still playing his team of Vegeta, Baby, and Gogeta. Now he gets a hit here and immediately brings in Trunks. I'm not really sure why. I guess maybe he knows Trunks is my best character, and I feel like I was robbed there of that 2H. Like, I know the beam has a pretty hefty hitbox on it, but come on, man. And the C assist, and all the momentum is quickly going back in his favor. Loops, he's got so much bar here, and Baby builds so much of it as he's going through these combos, and oh my god, he drops it though, and I didn't do anything right away because I knew the key box was coming back. I popped my sparking, hold the Vegeta assist, super dash, boom, extension off the Vegeta assist. And, you know, we're looking okay here. Like, things are going pretty good. We get a knockdown here into level 3 with Android 21. But this is definitely not as good of a position as we were in with the last game, because we got the better hits. We had still sparking as well as a healthy team, and like he pops his, and now it's like the opposite scenario where I had sparking and he didn't, and now he has sparking and I don't. And granted, he just used his. It's just like, yeah, things are pretty even right now for the most part, but it definitely feels like I was kind of robbed of a game that felt like it was going in my favor. And again, like, it was still pretty early on. It's not like I was like on the cusp of winning, but I was in a really good spot. I was in a really good spot, and I'm not in that same spot anymore. He finds the hit after the level 3, and then he's got plenty of bars, so it's going to be an easy kill for Android, or on Android 21. Didn't even have to extend it that much, but trying to keep it a bit optimal. Dragon Rush into the level 1, and instead of me taking out his Gogeta, Gogeta ends up taking out Android 21. Yeah, and I had full stocks and a lot of bar, and it's a bad look. It's a bad look. Super dash though, finds its hit, finds the mark, and then I drop the combo again and get 2H for my troubles. Into a knockdown, into the Trunks, into the Vegeta assist. 8th kick doesn't find its mark. I try to mash, get hit. It's looking long for man, as the master would say. Long for men, length, distance, extension. Bye, Vegeta. My poor Bagudo. Anyway, Anchor Trunks. We can do this, right, boys and girls? Anchor Trunks, no sparking. We got plenty of bar, though. Oh, the 2H. Yes, sir. Needed that. Needed that real bad. Real bad. Knockdown. Level 3. We got 7 bars. We're going to definitely spend some of that. I should have done a Vanish here so I could get the left, right. And even though I wasn't going to go for the left, right, I should have gone for the threat of it, especially since he has the DP option. But it's fine. We go for the safe jump. I jump in again, and I get the hit, but I wasn't actually able to confirm with the J2H. And yeah, I do a JS. He does a reflect. Neither one of those connect properly. And then I do another 5S on the ground that actually does find its mark, and we take out the Gogeta. I'm like, okay, this just became a lot more doable. Trunks versus Vegeta. I mean, like, he's got strong neutral, but so do I. I think is a little bit better. His 5M is ridiculous, but this is doable. This is doable. I just have to not get hit by the 5M that he's throwing out willy-nilly and goes half screen, because that's a thing. And I don't even know what on earth I did there that ended up getting that input. You know that for sure that's not what I wanted. Oh, they confirmed it was kind of nice though. They confirmed it was kind of nice though. I need to go like give myself a pat on the back for that one. Into full combo, take the corner back, decent damage because Limit Break is stupid. Knockdown, meaty change of future hits on Oki, but I wasn't able to confirm off of it, and 5M. And for a second, I almost did what Neojudai did. I was like, well, that's game over. But I didn't want to look like I rage quit or something like that. So I was like, let me let it play out, and then I'll close the application. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to look like a bad sport or anything like that. So I was like, all right, let me go back in and let it finish. And yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And I don't like crumbled cookies. I like them crispy and dipped in milk. My cookies. Oh, I got 9th place. God damn it. But you know what? On one hand, it's hard to be too upset about that placement considering I didn't think I was going to make it that far because I played so badly. But then to get that close to a top 8 and fall 1 match short, it really sucks a lot, especially when that unexpected maintenance literally robs me of a potential W that could have been in that game. And it's like, you know, you could harp all day long about what could have, should have, or would have, but at the end of the day, what happened is we had to start over and I lost 12. So you just got to hold that L and move on. So it is what it is. But I mean, 9th place out of, I believe it was like 90 entrants isn't too bad. It is something to be somewhat proud of, but I'm really not. But all I can do is continue to practice improving and stronger, so I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments just down below. Hit this with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for lots of content that I'm bringing you. And with all that being said, this much off today. And remember, let the capital swing the bat. Later.